In this video session, we'll understand the if formula or function in Excel. If you see, it is a conditional function, okay, and the function returns one value if a condition which is specified evaluates to true, but if the condition is specified is evaluated to false, then it will produce another value, right? So you can think of if like this. So you have a condition, okay, you are checking a condition. If it evaluates to true, you get some value, let's say x. If it evaluates to false, you will get another value y, right? So in your flow chart you can think like if is a condition, it is branching to two sides. Let's see the structure of if. So this is the syntax of if logical test, whatever the test you are doing, if the value is true, you can produce something. If the value is false, you can produce something. What are the arguments? So logical test, value of true, value of false. Please note that all these are required. You have to provide. And since this is a logical test, this should evaluate to a Boolean expression, which is Boolean values, which is logical value, which is true or false. It has to be evaluated to true or false. These are the student names. These are the marks they have received in the maths examination, and if they get more than or equal to 40, they will be declared pass, else they are declared fail, right? So we have seen this problem earlier, but we were earlier inputting values as true or false, okay, but instead of true or false, I want to print the result in the marks card as pass or fail. I don't want to print true or false. How I can do it, right? So we have a condition. We are saying that if the marks is greater than or equal to 40, if it is true, then you are going to output or print pass. If it is false, then you are going to output or print fail. Okay, so let's see how it can be achieved in Excel. So we will put a condition if this is greater than or equal to 40, and if the value, if it is true, I will say pass. If the value is false, I will say fail. Try to understand this. So this is the condition. This is the value if it is true. This is the value if it is false. Okay, we will see more complicated structure in a while. So since he has got 40, he is passed. So if I make it to 39, the outcome should come as fail. That is how it should work. So if I get 20 also, it should be fail. If I get 80, it should be, if I get 99, it should be pass. If I get 1, it should be fail. So these are the conditions that you can put, right? But what if I put marks as 101? Is it possible to get 101 marks? Our total paper is of 100 marks. Suppose 101 marks is not possible. So if the marks obtained is greater than 100, okay, if it exceeds 100, then you should output error. Else I should print pass or I should print fail. This is not a simple problem, right? It has two conditions. So if I try to make a flow chart, let's say I start it, I have a condition. If marks is greater than 100, yes, true, then you say error, okay, not possible, some error is there. No, then you check the condition again. If marks is greater than equal to 40, yes, it is pass. Else, no, yes, failed. So here you need two if condition. Okay, whenever you need two if condition, we have to use concept which we call as nested if. Nested means one formula is inside another formula. So what I will do is I will try to make a formula, okay, in two different cells, and then we will see how we can merge it, right? Please note that we expect output to be present in one single cell, okay, not in two cells. But for simplicity, first we'll try to understand how we can do it in two cells or three cells, and then we can merge it. So just try to follow the logic. Okay, so flowchart seems to be clear. So we are saying starting, if the marks is more than 100, then error, else it is greater than 40, pass, less than 40, fail. So let's see how we can put. So I will put here, I'll say if this marks is greater than 100, then it has to be error. Else what? Else it is not an error. That is correct. But you have to do something, right? So if it is greater than 100, it is error. If false, here you have to have some if condition should come. What if condition will come? If condition will come whatever you have written here inside this. So let's copy this. I have copied till equal to. I have not copied equal to. Okay, right? And I will write here, if this is greater than 100, then you say error. Else I am pasting that formula. See this condition, greater than 100, error. Else if this is false, again I am continuing with another if condition. So this is your nested if. You can have multiple nested ifs, and this is same formula which we have over here, right? Now important point to note here is like you may lose track of brackets here, so you have to keep track of brackets. So one thing in Excel you can see, okay, it will show you as of now there is no bracket matching. So when you put it, it will show, it will blink. See, you can just see it is blinking here, okay, and again one more bracket, it is blinking there, right? And you can see the color. This is green color, this is also green, this is black, this is black, and you have braces are matching, okay. And if you put enter, okay, it is showing error. See, because it is 101, it is showing error. But if it is 100, it will show pass. If it is 90 or 10, it will show fail, right? That is how the nested if will work, right? You can have more than 2 conditions also, 3, 4, 5, whatever the number of conditions you want, it can be there. You can achieve that. So let's see the nested if example here. So let's see what is the task 1 result. So the task 1, what we are saying, if the number of days which are here, the number of days is within 15, okay, that is it is less than 15, okay, then you should put output within 15 days. And if it is within 15 means less than equal to 15. If it is greater than 15, then you should output more than 15 days, right? So let's see how you will put the formula. So you will say that is equal to, if this is less than equal to 15 and the value, if it is true, you will say within 15, okay. Otherwise, if it is false, you will say more than 15, okay. Close this, right? So since it is 20, it is more than 15, and you can see it is 15, yeah, within 15, 10 within 15, 34 more than 15, 7 within 15. So this task 1 is a simple concept without nested if, okay. What is, and similar thing without nested if, you should also solve this problem in the file that I will send. So here the problem, if the salesperson exceeds the target, this is the target for this salesperson and these are the sales done. If this is more than the target, you should say good job, else you'll say way to go. So you can populate it over here as an illustration.